Now, we invite our chief guest, Shri Rajeshkumar, Superintendent of Police, to address the gathering.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, Vice Chancellor Shri LSS Reddy garu, Vice President Raja Hari garu, Habibullah Khan garu, all the faculty members on the dais, all the faculty members who are sitting in front of me, and all the young, energetic and beautiful people sitting out there. I didn't want to hide behind the lectern and talk to you. You really get an opportunity to talk to such young, energetic, enthusiastic people. I also feel young when I see you. And it reminds me of my own college festival. We used to call it Spring Festival, and generally held in the same time. Spring Festival used to be the most eagerly anticipated event in the calendar of our college, and I hope SURABHI is also something same for you. I'm not here to give you lectures. I don't want to lecture you about anything. I would like to perhaps you already know more than I know. But since I studied engineering much more before you, so I may have something to tell you. Not so much about engineering, but maybe some other aspects. I was talking to VC Garu and I asked him, what should I talk? I mean, there are so many things I can talk about. He asked me to motivate you, but I think you are already very motivated. Okay. Now anybody suggest me what should I talk about? Or you can tell me what I should talk about and I'll speak about it. Okay, my own student life. Anybody, any other thing you want me to talk about? Kirat, can you tell me what they are saying? MS Dhoni. Okay. Okay, let us talk about MS Dhoni to begin with. Dhoni was my neighbor and also school junior. You all know about him. I don't need to tell anything more, but I just tell you one thing. This guy wasn't a cricketer to begin with. He actually used to play football. And it's so amazing that suddenly somebody suggested that you don't have a future of football in India. If you don't want to do something in any game, it is cricket. And Dhoni transformed himself to be a cricketer. It took him only 1 year to switch from football to cricket. Another interesting aspect many of you might not be knowing is that we used to have this inter-school cricket tournaments, district level. So in the finals, there used to be, ours was Jawahar Vidya Mandir, there was one central school. So it was a traditional rivalry, and the finals was supposed to be between our school and the central school. Our school won the toss, decided to bat. Dhoni used to come at number 4 or 5. But that day, he insisted that he will open. That day he decided that he will open. Our coach, Mr. Banerjee, he was dead against it. He said that we have been winning with the same combination throughout the tournament, through the quarterfinals, semi-finals. In the finals, I am not going to experiment. But Dhoni insisted. And in 20 overs, our school made 350 runs without loss. Dhoni went on to make 207 not out. Okay, all of you love cricket, I also love cricket, but what is the lesson that we draw from him? What is the lesson that we draw from this game? The lesson that we draw from him is something written there. KL University, knowledge, leadership. This is what is leadership. April 2011, all of you know what happened? World Cup. Instead of sending Yuvraj Singh, this guy comes up, promotes himself. And lo and behold, here's the winning shot. What is this? This is leadership. All of you, I know, are acquiring knowledge. A lot of you are 10-point CGP. I was never 10. Those who are clapping can become IPS officers. So, knowledge, you are gaining, you are good at it, and our education system is designed to provide you a lot of knowledge. From books, from internet, lectures, videos, from friends, you are acquiring knowledge. But tomorrow when you leave the campus and go out to start working in the real world, knowledge alone is not going to help you. There are many things which you need to add on over and above your knowledge to go to the next step. That is leadership. When your vice chancellor is exhorting you to become entrepreneurs, is basically asking you to take leadership position. And to go graduate from being a good engineer or being a good MBA graduate to a leadership, it requires much more than inputs that are provided in the classroom. If you are scoring 9, 10 or whatever, or you got into this university, it's a prestigious university, that means all of you are fairly high level of IQ. But IQ alone is not going to take you places. There is something called EQ. Emotional quotient, emotional intelligence. Believe me, any profession you take, whether it is in the civil service, whether it is in the corporate world, whether it is in politics, the people who have been successful have blended IQ with a high level of EQ. And what is EQ? And what are the components of EQ? Self-awareness. Number one component is self-awareness. You should be aware of who you are, what are your own strengths and weaknesses, how you react to situations, how you act, what motivates you. You should also be aware of your own emotions and how you handle those emotions, how you control those emotions. You should have empathy. And what is empathy? You should understand what the other fellow person is thinking, what he's understanding, what he's all about, how he feels. Another component of EQ is conflict resolution. Every day, by profession I am a conflict resolver. Government pays me to resolve conflicts. But even otherwise, any profession you take, every day you will come across conflicts. And to resolve conflicts, the person who resolves conflicts is the person who proves to be successful, who is touted as a leader. So go on to become leaders. Your university imparts you knowledge, you go on to become leaders. And I think you guys are luckier than me and the people sitting here. And most of the people are older than you. Believe me, this is one of the best times in the history of this country, or the history of this world. We are living in the best of the times. Somebody said after the French Revolution, you must have heard about French Revolution? Okay. Bliss it was to be alive in that dawn. It was so blissful to be alive, but to be young was to be the very heaven. I think the similar thing prevails today. When we were in college, we were so happy to get a 286 machine. Somebody who had 386, oh, he had a 386. Now we are having supercomputers in this college. When I came out of college, Param was just invented. Opportunities are opening up everywhere. You have more access to information, you have more access to knowledge, you have more access to resources. Grab the opportunities with both of your hands. The economy is opening up. It has already opened up. There are umpteen number of opportunities to become an entrepreneur or charter your own destiny, your own course. We have a lyricist amongst us today. He writes lyrics. He is enjoying what he does, and that's why perhaps he's so popular. I can hear the roar of clapping when he walked onto the dais. He's popular. He's popular because he's excelling at something. And why is he excelling at that thing? Because he loves doing that. My message to all of you would be, you do things that you love. Don't do something to impress somebody else. Because society considers computer science and EC is the best, doesn't mean that it is best. Somebody may like civil engineering or mechanical or manufacturing. Okay. Somebody may like study of psychology. He may go on to become a good psychologist. So do what you want to do, not what society, your chuttalu, your friends, your seniors want to force you to do. You will not excel. Take it from me. You will not be successful if you do things which you actually don't like, but you are doing because everybody else was doing it. Your neighbors were doing it and your bandhulu were doing it, and you thought that this is the best way to do. So always do things you actually enjoy to do. You are young, and it's a cliche to say that you are the future of this country. But even at the cost of it being a cliche, I will still stress that you are actually the future of this country. There are a lot of things that we expect from you. And one of the things that we expect from you is integrity and honesty. There are a lot of geniuses. There are a lot of intelligent people around. They have come to very senior positions. But they are dishonest. I don't need to name people. You read it in newspapers, you have been seeing around. Any success which doesn't come with honesty is not worth it. It's not sustainable. Even if you are getting 7.5 without doing any kind of a malpractice, I think it is much better than that. Even if you are going to get into a company which may not be very highly touted, without going to any pairways or any connections and all, I will rate it at much higher. This country faces two major problems. One is that of poverty and the other is that of corruption. Why am I talking to you like this? Because I know that most of you hold the answer for both of these problems. We are living in a knowledge economy, which is knowledge economy, which is not the industrial economy, where capital, land, muscle power used to be important. We are living in an economy where knowledge is important. Knowledge is creating wealth. Look at the Fortune 500 companies. Look at the richest, the Forbes list. These are the people who have created wealth using their knowledge. Therefore, in this ground, I see infinite opportunity to create wealth. And when you create wealth, this country prospers. And when this country prospers, the prosperity will go down to the poorest of the poor. The second issue I wanted to talk about was corruption. You know, there is no antidote to corruption, no vaccine, nothing has been invented. But I firmly believe that engineers like you, the management graduates like you, through your use of technology, you will bring down corruption. Technology it's enabling the citizenry, the common man, Simple example, you already might be knowing it. Indian Railways in the late 80s used to be one of the most corrupt organizations. You want to purchase a ticket, you had to pay a bribe. Now you are doing it online. Similarly, in the police department, we are now going to online FIRs. We'll be moving on to our online FIRs in days to come. In the days to come, we'll be creating ATM-like kiosks where you can go and lodge your complaint. Most of the ills, the corruption practices in the department, outside the department, can to a large extent be controlled by people like you who comes with apps, it comes with new kind of systems, new kind of devices. And therefore, I look forward to you to have a very, very positive and very, very constructive partnership with the government, with the government agencies. A lot of seniors might be doing it, and I hope that you will take it forward. I won't take much of your time, it's college festival time. So, and thank you, those dances were really great. Well done, top class. Enjoy yourself, enjoy responsibly. Thank you.
And we are happy to have you for tonight, sir. We are very impressed by your words.
We request our Honorable Vice President and our Honorable Vice Chancellor to felicitate our Chief Guest.